Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sophia Babinov, and I'm so excited to be here tonight and to do this training for you all on a very important topic called handling objections. So, we're going to go ahead and get started, and then at the end, I'm going to unmute everyone's mics and we can chat and you guys can ask questions and we can have a Q&A mastermind session. So let's go ahead and get started. So, in the world of network marketing, effective communication is key, and objections are a natural part of the sales process. So, we all go through this. We all have objections that people give us, and it's important for us how to know how to handle them. Whether it's concerns about time, money, or the business model itself, how we respond to these objections can make or break a potential partnership. So, today we're going to talk about understanding common objections. We're going to identify the most frequent objections that you might encounter in your Trivorium business. I actually picked 12 of the top ones that I typically get that I see in my team. I call them the dirty dozen. We're going to be crafting effective responses. We'll discuss strategies and techniques for crafting thoughtful and persuasive responses that address objections while highlighting the benefits of our company slash opportunity. And we're also going to be building our confidence today. By the end of this training, you should feel more equipped and more confident in your ability to navigate objections, turning potential setbacks into opportunities for growth. Remember, objections are not a rejection, so don't take them personally. They're a chance to understand your prospect better and provide them with the information they need to make an informed decision. So let's dive in and empower ourselves to handle objections with skill and confidence. So, objection number one. By a raise of hands, or you can type up something in the chat box. How many of you have ever gotten this objection before? I'm pretty sure all, if not most of you, have heard it at least once in your time in Trivorium. And that objection is this a pyramid? Or is this one of those pyramid things? Or is this a pyramid scheme? So here's a response that you guys can give your potential prospects. That's a great question. I'm glad that you're concerned about joining something that is illegal and illegitimate. A pyramid is when someone invites you to join something where you pay a certain amount of money to join, but there is no service or product being exchanged. You're just placed into a pyramid-shaped structure. You would then recruit other people to sign up with you so you can earn a one-time commission bonus by them paying a certain amount of money to join this pyramid structure. But again, no product or service is being exchanged. You don't receive anything for your money, and neither do the people you recruit. This type of structure is not sustainable and will sooner or later crash. Trivorium is not a pyramid. It's a private travel membership club. You join as a member to have access to wholesale priced travel bookings. And all the money the membership program costs you is money you're setting aside for your future vacations. This membership program is like a travel savings piggy bank for you. You receive travel points for every dollar you spend that you then use to book 1 to 2 vacations per year. And you can say, depending on your level of membership. So, this is a response for that number one typical objection that we all get, which is this a pyramid? Objection number two, this is too expensive. So I'm sure most, again, if not all of you have heard this objection. So this is a response that you can give. Are you talking about the price or the cost? You see, the price is 270 today and 135 monthly for you to have enough money set aside to take your family on 2 vacations a year. The cost is not taking your family on vacation because you can't come up with all the money for your trip up front and you not having anything set aside towards your vacations. So that's one response. For some of them, I have two different responses. Here's the second response. Please tell me where else you will find a travel program to set aside 135 a month towards your future vacation where you can book 1 to 2 trips a year that will cost you two or sometimes three times that amount otherwise. By the way, you do have the option of utilizing our referral program where Trivorium covers that monthly membership cost for you and allows you to still receive points that you can exchange for vacations at no cost to you out of pocket. So, again, two different responses for this objection. Next, I am not interested. So this is a response that I have for these people. And I feel like most of the time when we get this objection, it's coming from a person who hasn't even really taken a look and taken the time to see what Trivorium offers. So I would respond with, pardon me, but what exactly are you not interested in? Saving money on travel or making money in the travel industry? If they say saving money on travel, respond with, so you would rather pay retail prices to travel and overpay? Am I understanding you correctly? Or is there something I failed to explain to you on the benefits of wholesale priced travel bookings? If they say making money in the travel industry, respond with, you do not have to build a business within Trivorium. You can just be a customer and take advantage of our travel savings and membership benefits. Just because you have a Costco membership doesn't mean you have to work there, right? Or you can just utilize our referral program if you choose to do so. Is there something I failed to explain to you on the benefits of our travel savings program by just being a customer? Another super common objection that I'm sure most of you have gotten is this a timeshare? That's a great question. No, this is not a timeshare. We have no credit checks, absolutely no contracts or commitments, and no blackout dates, meaning you can book and travel anytime 365 days a year. The cool thing about our travel program is that even though we are not a timeshare company and don't sell timeshares, we actually have access to booking timeshare properties all around the world. So, with our travel program, you can book timeshare properties without ever having to own a timeshare. I have to talk to my spouse first. Again, pretty sure that most, if not all of you, have had this objection as well. Of course, let's schedule a Zoom call or meeting if they live locally with your spouse so I can share all the information on how this travel savings program would benefit your family with all your travel needs. Now, sometimes they might insist that, I can share the information with my spouse myself. I've already seen the presentation. I think I get the gist of it. I think I know how this works, so I can just share this with my spouse. Respond with, you know what? I'm sure you can explain it to your spouse yourself. You might even explain it to them better than I can. And honestly, that would save me a lot of time. But I would like to go the extra mile and make sure your spouse sees all the information the same way that you did. I want him or her to see the whole picture, not just a piece of the puzzle. Also, I could then answer any questions that he or she might have and show them whatever they'd like to see on the website. I don't want to pay 135 a month. So with this objection, I feel like our job as the speaker, our job as the presenter isn't done well. When people think that they're just paying 135 a month for access to wholesale price travel bookings, we haven't done our job, guys. We haven't explained the value of what this 135 a month is giving them. They just don't understand that they're not paying this money to Travorium every month. No, this is their travel savings piggy bank. This is money that they're setting aside every month to then use on 1 to 2 trips a year. So here's my response for this one. I completely understand that financial commitments can be a concern. The membership you pay is money that you set aside monthly to use on booking 1 to 2 trips a year. You're not just paying for access to wholesale priced travel bookings, although that does come as part of our membership benefits. You get travel points for every dollar you pay that you exchange for vacations. And if you just refer 3 people that get a membership, guess what? Travorium covers your monthly membership cost for you. You'll still have all the membership benefits and still continue receiving monthly travel points that you use to book 1 to 2 trips a year for virtually nothing. Also, we don't have any contracts or commitments. So if you find that the membership is not a good fit for you, you can cancel it at any time after using up your travel points. Another objection. I don't travel. Would you travel more if you had more money or more time freedom? Because besides travel savings, Trivorium also offers a great business opportunity to make an additional income and by doing so, achieve more time freedom. And then I like to pause and ask them, if you had all the money and all the time in the world, what would you spend your time doing? Where would you go? Where would you take your family? How would an additional income and more time with your loved ones change your life? And this is when the truth comes out that there's an actual reason as to why they don't travel. It's not that people don't want to travel, it's usually that they don't have the time to travel or that they don't have the money to travel. And Travorium is a solution for both. I need to think about it. This is another very common objection we face. You know why you should go through with this? Because you'll be a lot happier if you do. Think about all the happy memories you'll make with your family with our travel program. So I kind of like to steer them into a positive way of thinking. I like to steer them into a way of thinking where they imagine what this travel program is going to do and how it's going to benefit their family. If that doesn't work, or sometimes depending on the situation, I might respond with, okay, what additional information do you need while you're thinking about it? Perhaps there's something I failed to explain. What information can I provide you with so you have something to think about while you make the best decision for you and your family? And typically, this is where the real objection comes out because if they tell you, I need more information on how the travel site works, or I need more information on your compensation plan in the business, then you're going to know what information they need and what the real objection is. So I need to think about it is never the real objection. You always have to dig deeper and find out what their actual concern is. I need to make sure this will save me money. I totally agree. Would you be interested in a Zoom webinar where you can see live price comparisons in real time to see the savings and value that all our booking platforms provide? That's one response. And if you use it and they agree, you can invite them into one of our deep dive Zoom webinars where they do price comparisons on all of our platforms. Or if you're already a skilled professional and you know how to use all of the booking platforms yourself, you can schedule a private Zoom with them, maybe meet up together if you live locally, and just take them through the different booking platforms, show them savings in real time so they can see the value of what our membership provides. Or now that we have the new travel site that we can literally give away for free, you can ask them this. What if I told you that I can add you on as a free customer at absolutely no cost to you? And you will have full access to our travel site where you can see and experience the savings for yourself. As a free customer, you'll be able to take advantage of our travel site's 110% best price guarantee. And you could save 50% of the amount that I'm able to save as a member on any of your travel bookings. You can try it before you buy it, and you can become a member at any time. I want you to experience the savings and value for yourself to help you decide if Trivorium is a good fit for you and your family. I can't afford to travel. I understand. Prior to joining Trivorium, we didn't travel much either. It was something that we just couldn't afford. However, I have found it to be totally doable and affordable with Trivorium, where I'm setting aside a small, hardly noticeable amount of money every month that I can then use to book 1 to 2 trips a year. I don't notice the financial hit since I don't have to shell out all the money at once. I have prepaid my travel in advance. As Dave Ramsey says, the best vacation you could ever take is one where the credit card doesn't follow you home. Or another response for this one is, would you travel if it cost you nothing but tax or virtually nothing? Because we have an amazing referral program, if you remember, where if all you do is refer 3 people that want to save money on travel, Trivorium covers your monthly membership cost. The membership and your travel points won't cost you anything out of pocket. Imagine all the perks, benefits, savings, and getting 1 to 2 trips a year without having to tap into the already stretched family budget. I don't have time to build a business. I completely understand that time is a precious resource, especially with everything else going on. One of the great things about this business model is that you can work on it at your own pace. Even a few hours a week can make a difference. And you can follow that by saying, many people started with just a small time commitment and gradually built their business around their schedule. Would you like to hear how they managed it? And then you could either share a story of people that were in a similar situation and succeeded in Trivorium, or you could even connect them to someone on your team, maybe one of your upline leaders, with a similar story that achieved success and can share their story with your prospect. So, one story I like to share is, have you heard about Tanya Andrikov? This is a single mom that was working 2 or 3 jobs. She had absolutely no time freedom. She started working in Trivorium part-time, spare time around her super crazy busy schedule. And she was able to reach a six-figure income in our company within less than 2 years. Would you like me to introduce you to her so she can share her story with you? Or If you're interested, I can share some tips on how to effectively manage your time while building this business. You're going to receive free business training, and you'll always have my help and my support every step of the way. I don't have the money to join. If you don't have the startup cost, let me ask you something. How long have you been in this situation? And what are you going to do about it? If you want to change something about your financial situation, you have to change something in your life. If you keep doing what you're doing, you will keep getting what you're getting. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing you're doing over and over again and expecting different results. Think of this as an investment in yourself and your future. Many successful entrepreneurs started with a leap of faith, even when finances were tight. So, again, guys, objections are opportunities. They're opportunities for us to connect with our prospects, to see what concerns or worries they might have, to see if maybe there's some questions that they haven't gotten answer to. And objections are opportunities for us to close our deal. Now, if you don't close your deal right away after the first or second presentation or follow up, don't get concerned. Don't stress out about it. Don't worry. Statistically, it takes 5 to 6 follow ups for a prospect to say yes. Now, I've noticed in Trevorium it's a lot less than that, but even if it takes you 5 or 6 follow ups to answer your prospect's question and to get them to feel comfortable to joining, whether they're joining as a customer or partner, it's totally worth it. So, again, objections are opportunities. And I want you guys to look at them this way and just change your perspective and shift your mindset. They're not rejecting you, even after you've handled the objections, even after you've answered their questions, provided them all the information that they need. If people still say no, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to a better quality of life. They're saying no to the opportunity to travel at wholesale prices. They're saying no to travel savings. And they're saying no to an additional passive income. Ultimately, they're saying no to a better future. So, as long as you don't take it personally and you learn how to calmly and professionally handle objections, there's nothing that can stop you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This concludes my training for today. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'll open up the mic so we can have a Q&A session.